I've been looking for this effect actually, or something totally unrelated. Finally able to catch me stream. Yeah, I haven't been streaming in a couple weeks, so there's like nobody even knows that I do this anymore. And it's actually been more than a couple weeks. It's been a couple months since I've been able to stream. For me, it's been worth it. Like time I invested in other stuff. I was able to get a promotion type thing at my job. I wasn't there for yesterday's Twitter Spaces, so I kind of want to go through yesterday's Twitter Space. I'll probably have it sped up a little bit, but I will pause and react to it and give my thoughts on stuff. I know there's a good amount of the community kind of complaining or even like worried about the fact, oh no, the whole entire focus is switched over to NFT rooms, which is an interesting conclusion. As holders, yeah, you're going to be worried about that. Want to make sure what you're holding is the #1 like priority and everything. But honestly, like, how else are they supposed to release a runes feature and hype this up without putting a bunch of focus in on this, right? I think this is coming from, with the community really might be a little disappointed with the being a little disappointed with the Christmas drop and some of the reskinned stuff that they released for the Christmas drop. And so with that, it's like, oh no, they're not really investing too heavily in giving utility, aka cool furniture people can buy with NFT credits, right? Because there's this community kind of community's kind of worried about the fact that, oh, there's lack of NFT stuff for people to spend NFT credits on, and then now they've re-released some reskinned clothing items that were used for the Halloween and just like colored them to be for the Habbo Christmas event. So there's like that's like a little bit of disappointment there, and then there's all this focus and all this. They're doing Twitter Spaces every week and all these graphics and everything, hyping up uh, um, NFT rooms, right? The land, and so there's that concern from the community, but I'm not concerned personally. Um, I own a lot of avatars, and I'm not crazy concerned about it. I'm actually, I think this is a good thing. The NFT rooms, they need to focus on it now. They need to hype it up as much as they can, which is gonna be good for us. We are a sandbox type environment game, and in sandboxes and virtual world type games, in my opinion at least, you want to have as many different avenues for the community to engage with each other and have stuff to do, right? There needs to be like just an overabundance of things for people to do, people to buy, all this, that. There needs to be a lot, right? And you can just see it even in the regular Web 2 Habbo. There's so many things, so many different types of community, right? You have the wired community, you have the agency community, you have the trading community. Back in the day, you had the casino community, you had role playing communities, you have the fan site communities, you have official mazes and such communities, room builders communities. There's just so much stuff that in so many niches that you can do, and they need to build out different stuff to really help these individual communities really thrive and such. And so this is just adding an extra feature, adding extra utility to the whole entire project as a whole. Yeah, it's adding depth, I guess, to everything. And I even saw there was concern from Spacey. I saw one of his posts in the AMA, and is this overcomplicating the project? And in my opinion, overcomplicating the project, project needs depth. These kind of projects need depth. You know, virtual worlds and these kind of things need depth, in my opinion. So I think this is good. I think I'm gonna read through Spacey's thing real fast. Well, not read out loud, but like I'm gonna see it. Complicate the project, like attempting to fix, never broken, agreed in my web, getting more benefits, avatars was supposed to be the main focus. Yeah, it's just there's more concern there with avatars not being the main focus. But we really, I see them investing all this time and energy into pushing rooms as really them um, just adding depth to the project. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, in my opinion. Adding depth to the project, and it might seem like, oh, we're complicating project. People from the outside are going to look at it and see, okay, what's the main focus here? Um, I think I think avatars still hold a crazy good utility. The fact that they're now you have a room associated with your avatars just more utility to the avatars. We were told there wasn't enough time to be adding NFT furniture to the shop because of our situation. 3 more items. Yeah, so there was a little bit of concern. I'm probably getting my head of myself with the Twitter Spaces here, but it's concern. You're like, oh wow, you know, they can't put enough time to give us, you know, fresh new items for the Christmas drop, but somehow they're gonna be able to have the time to be able to release 3 furniture in the rooms thing. Sure. I guess that's a genuine concern. But I'm just going to continue with the Twitter Spaces here.
People, I think, were expecting potentially more to be sold with NFT credits, potentially being given the Genesis rooms for free. And yeah, you know, I think in terms of free stuff, you know, avatars, you know, it's important to point out, everyone knows this, but it's important to point out that if you've got a Habbo avatar, you can participate in HabboX. You know, you can participate almost exactly on exactly the same level as if you had a room, a Genesis room. So yeah, and then added, you know, in addition to that, avatars obviously get, you know, a really incredible amount of utility. You know, NFT credits are growing every day. You know, I know there's not been as many shop bought Fernie as a lot of people would like, but there is a Christmas campaign going on at the moment. There are a lot of items that you can buy. You can stick NFT credits into boxes. So yeah, there is, you know, avatars do have a lot of utility. So you know, I think it's worth, you know, remembering that. And yeah, I guess
he's super right. Like, people underestimate the amount of utility that we get compared to other projects. Hi, I would like to know your NFT meta key. Which edition do you have? I have the 4th edition meta key. It's just the cheapest one. I actually paid almost double for what they're selling for right now. I made a little bit of money of that back whenever I sold the airdrops that I got owning the meta key. But I like meta key as a project. They bring value, me at least, in a lot of different ways. So, and I like their team and everything. I'm still holding the meta key, but I own the 4th edition meta key. But back to what I was saying here. In my opinion, at least, compared to all the other projects in the NFT space with all the profile picture projects and such, Habbo NFT is giving a crazy amount of utility. And that's can be subjective in a lot of ways because some people got in at different price points. So if you paid like $1,000 or something per avatar, then you're thinking, this is, you know, the utility. You want the utility, the value coming out to be worth a little bit more. But for somebody who maybe paid $200 per avatar, $200 to $300, which is where my price range for a lot of my NFTs were. The fact that it basically pays for itself here in like a couple years is actually kind of crazy. I think I did the math, and even with the prices that NFT credits are selling for right now, it's still like a 50% APY, which is like making 50% of the value in a year. Um, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazier than any other investment that you could do outside of like renting and such. Like even renting is usually a super low APY. Um, Stocks, on average will go up, 8%. These aren't supposed to necessarily be freaking investments, though there's a lot of people who are treating it like investments. But um, yeah, in my opinion, um, they have pretty crazy utility, and I don't think they're going to just drop the ball and not um, release more utility for the avatars. So, in my opinion, I think they're doing pretty good. What are your thoughts on the NFT rooms all in general? Like,
Yeah, what do you mean in general? Like, you mean the pricing?
like no, just kind of like how do you feel about them? How do you feel about the NFT rooms?
Okay, so I noticed that they made them bigger though, because people were complaining about them being too small.
Did they?
Um, yeah, yeah, I think so. Because when they first launched it, it was not as big as it currently is. So they added some tiles. So I think for the size, it's fine. Like every avatar has around, how much was it? Between 60 and 90 blocks or tiles, right? Something like that.
Dang it. I'm
So
look.
I think the size is okay, but the price is pretty high. It it really depends, man. Like if they have good connections or like collabs, like some, and they go big, the prices are okay, I guess. Because this guy also said, I don't know who he is, but I think he's leading the project. He said like, oh, I want the last room to be some kind of end game thing. So I
Hmm.
want people to grind to get the
Yeah,
biggest room and not being able to get it that
yeah,
quickly.
yeah. I
And
saw.
I like that idea though.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know if you see like they're selling like whenever you first look at the rooms and everything, the room options, right? You see like oh the regular room, the studio room, the junior room. But I saw like this FAQ, like frequently asked questions page, and it was showing us that okay, NFT factors room sizes, regular rooms. Okay, what the let's see. Avatar speech, where was it? Somebody shared it to me. I'm looking for it right here. But it kind of showed like the gamification of it all. And the fact that like each level has gonna have like 5 tiers that you're gonna be able to go through. And so like going from tier the next tier isn't like all that crazy amount of NFT uh credits. So let me see here. Avatars, community,
Oh, I'm
moderate.
not up to date with the price of the upgrading because you either need items or the credits, right?
Yeah, date design, how to participate, December, open house, on Earth, utility, and finality.
I mean, the credits is a good way to reduce inflation, that's for sure. But um, what else do they actually do to reduce inflation? To be honest, because right now you can use the credits for the avatars and for the rooms, right?
Yeah. So right now they have, the Christmas event going on. People are buying NFT boxes and whatnot. Um, and then they're going to spend on that, obviously. We're also going to have in the future, um, there's going to be able to bring OG rares from Habbo Web 2 over to convert them into NFTs. And so that'll be a little
That's
bit
a that's the tricky part for me, man.
that.
Because yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like, what rares do they want to
Yeah.
kind of mint? I don't know.
There's gonna be like a vote. I know they're gonna have the community council who's gonna vote on a lot of that stuff and like kind of recommend stuff. But then I think there is gonna be, they're gonna do it little by little. I know that for sure, 100% sure. There's not gonna be like all released at once. They're gonna do
Yeah,
it with the. They're gonna do like okay, this month we have this stuff coming out, right? So like each week we'll have news on what will be released or be purchasable with the NFT credits. Dang it, I have all my stuff. Um,
yeah, bro. But oh, sorry. Yeah, continue.
So like maybe like the first month, okay, the throne's gonna be we got the dragon egg gonna be able to be converted to NFT, and then maybe third, maybe they pick three of them for that first month, right? And
Mm,
then they kind of gauge the feedback and see what happens, right? How does the community react?
yeah. So I don't know. I don't see the value in that, to be honest. Like I don't know why they would do it, because I understand like what I would think right now is, okay, bro, they just want to keep the people happy and
Hmm.
trying to transfer people from all Habbo to Habbo NFT. But like they're talking about, oh, we're going to create a whole new game. So I think if that's the point, that they just want to get people into the Habbo X, then they shouldn't do it, because they're telling about, oh, we're going to focus on a whole new Habbo experience or
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I think they should just get rid of the old Habbo and leave old Habbo as it be. Because right now, I think, oh, they might do it because some people are complaining, like, yo, you're moving players from the old Habbo to the new Habbo,
Yeah.
and it's going to ruin the old Habbo. So at least can we have some piece of the pie? And that's why they're maybe talking about, oh, okay, so we might be able to transfer and mint some of your old rares to the game and to the Habbo X. I'm like, yeah, just don't do that, man. Like,
Well,
why would they do that?
my opinion is a little bit different on that, right? I know that with community building a community and whatnot, and building a game out, you need depth to what you're building. And I know there was some concern that, oh, we're complicating the project too much, adding all these, you know um, with the like adding on NFT rooms, right? Adding NFT rooms to the avatars as a trait, right? And it's complicating everything, and then all this new stuff that's coming out is complicating stuff, making our project. You just look at our project; it's going to be kind of hard for people to comprehend everything we're doing.
It's
But
gonna be fragile though if they have like indeed so many shit going on. Like,
with
um,
so many different stuff, but with the type of game that we are, it really requires us to have that depth. Our game has flourished for so long. Well, not I wouldn't say super flourish, right? Because there's gonna be a lot of people saying, "Ah, no." There's a lot of um, there's a lot of things that they did wrong in the past, right? But um, 2019 will be the best part of the project. Yeah. Um, but adding depth and everything is a big part of what helped and what is a sandbox type game, right? There's other games out there that are sandbox type games like Minecraft, like Roblox, and we are fit along that category, right? Where the content that you're consuming as a user, trying to have fun, right, is user generated. And in a sandbox environment, sandbox game, a virtual world, it's important for us to have different avenues for people to go down, right? Different stuff for people to do. And there's going to be little niche stuff, right? So, like, you just look at even our Web 2 Habbo, we have the agency community, you have the fan site community, you have the role playing community, you have the trading community that goes all in
yeah,
rares.
we got a diverse community for sure.
You
Yeah,
have all these different things for people to do, and the experience and the different to find their niche that they're going to have fun with the game, right?
true, true.
and that it requires you as a developer and the team as a developer to kind of really invest in different new features and such that give opportunity for people to build communities off these little niche things that they're able to do. And
I
so,
mean, that's. Oh, sorry.
yeah, you can go on, say something.
Oh, you're done? Because if you want to
I
finish it,
think
then go
I
ahead.
think you get my point. My point is just basically adding new features, adding new things. It gives depth to the project, and I think depth
True.
is a good thing, based on the
Yeah,
fact
but
that we are a sandbox. So you can
okay.
talk.
So my only worry about that concern, I mean, is this is a metaverse game. Like it's
Hmm.
based on NFTs.
Yeah,
It's different, man. Like, okay, the depth it's amazing, but the thing is, a lot of people see this project, and a lot of the current state is fueled by investors, right?
yeah,
And we also, as a community, we need investors, because that's
yeah.
the whole NFT hype too. And like it might come true, it might flop, who knows. The thing is, like, if you have so much shit going on that still has to happen, oh, this has to change. Like, you mean that, okay, there has to be that, like there has to be a lot of different shit to do. But if there's too much going on for investors, it's really fragile. Like, oh, they could do this and they could do that, and it could have immense consequences if
Yeah.
they mess with some kind of stuff like, oh, minting some rares from the old Habbo. I don't know what the consequences are. You can think about that, but economically, investing wise, like it won't be popular because this game is chaotic or whatever. For me, it would be a big risk, and I think it would be great if we have some good investors into the project that think like, oh, this is a steady project.
Yeah.
But if it's talking about, oh, we might do this, we might do that, and of course they're talking about it in this way right now. But if they're gonna add like a lot of random shit that a lot of us is not familiar with, man, not a lot of people is gonna invest, and I think this is gonna be risky. Like it'd be great, of course, because if it has a lot of debt and it's all worked out fine, then it's great. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
But it's risky, man. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a good amount of risk for a lot of things. I think there's a lot of people who have the opposite opinion. That I like, because I think I had the same. What you're thinking about right there, what makes you worried about that is the same what made me worried whenever they told us that, oh, we're gonna have what was it, trait editing, how they're going about trait editing,
That's a big step, yeah.
and creating a whole entire new collection, basically a master genesis, right? In my opinion, that's like a huge risk, because I don't know how what the future is going to look like. And for me, it looks like like I kind of changed my opinion. Like I'm not super worried about it now, but
Are you? Oh, sorry.
in my opinion, like whenever this first news came out, in my opinion, I was like, okay, whenever I bought into these avatars, I thought I was buying into the what's the term that I'm looking for, into the
Like original Genesis, like all those will be
the flagship
original pieces.
the flagship collection. I think that's what people are concerned about.
What does that mean?
Flagship, that means like this is your number one product, right? This is our trophy, right? This is
Yeah, okay.
when people think about our project, it's the avatars. That's our main thing that we're pushing, right? And so you hear people, there is concern with people saying like, okay, we have the rooms coming out, and there's all this hype around the rooms, and we're complicating the project, and there's like this people are worried about, oh well, all the focus is all the focus is over on the rooms now, right? There are people subconsciously are worried about the rooms becoming the flagship NFT for our project, right?
Yeah, that's what I am. Go ahead.
But and so a lot of the comments that I'm seeing are along those lines. They're not saying it, but that's basically what they're saying. There's people who are worried that the rooms are going to become the flagship for this project. People think of Habbo's venture into NFTs. Are they going to think about avatars, or are they going to think about the NFT rooms, right?
Yeah, because they also said that the room is going to differ, right? Because the rooms of the avatars, they will be different, right? Or I hear something about it.
Yeah. So there's going to
be. So they won't be as special as the ones that come out in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So the utility is going to be a little bit different for their rooms based off our rooms. So we have the rooms that are associated with our avatars, and then they're releasing the standalone rooms that are going to have like this factory feature. They said there's going to be some version of the factory feature in every room, but basically this Genesis rooms collection is going to have like specific new stuff that is going to be able to be minted, right? But if you listen to some of that, they even added some utility to avatars in that when they said that, because they said that each room's going to have one specific one that they're going to be able to mint for free, but then there's going to be two others that they're going to be able to use NFT credits to be able to mint every month, so which is cool.
Yeah,
I like I said, adding the depth, in my opinion, and adding more, like we have a good amount of different ways for people to spend their NFT credits, and it's a matter of building it up and building the community and getting all that utility. I have two things. I think maybe it's one of the two. I'm thinking it's this one right here, where okay, there's going to be 3 items that get released every month in the rooms, right? In the room shop or the room factory, right? So these rooms will come out every month, and there's a new free furniture, right? Your specific room, depending on the type of room you have or what room got like a certain rarity or something, your room will have one of the 3 available for free at the beginning of the month. And so you get that one for free, and then the rest of them for the rest of the month, if you want to mint any more of them, you have to spend NFT credits get it as a room owner. So there's the 2 other items that your room didn't get for free, and then you get that free one, and then the rest of them you get to mint throughout the month for NFT credits. I think that's what they're saying. Yeah. First hour. So yeah, it's gonna be 6 hours long. The drop's gonna be 6 hours long. First hour. Each hour they're gonna release a different type of room for availability, right? I guess it's like 5 hours of releasing, and then the 6 hours is gonna be open to the public. For the first 5 hours of the drop, it's just gonna be basically whitelist people and reserve people, right? Avatar holders. Can we kick co-host? He sounds what? Okay. First hour presidential suites, second hour executive suites, yada yada. You guys get that, I think. That's pretty. They made that pretty clear with the new graphic they released in the announcements. Pretty happy with. First 30 minutes of each hour will be the whitelist, and then the second 30 minutes of that hour will be reserve list. Fun stuff. I actually like that. I think that's pretty creative. I like it. Thank you for the stream again, John. No problem, Z. I like the I like it, but it's kind of like it kind of like hurt me. It's like, oh dang, I'm not gonna get what I wanted to. John's so poor he doesn't have enough thrones to sit. This is not my room. This is Fraudy's room, okay? He's the poor one over here. Oh goodness. You're okay. This is a great room, by the way. I like the NFTs and the Christmas all together. It's great. So poor. Yeah, I'm poor. Okay, chill. Make fun of me like that. It hurts. It hurts, Spacey. Did I get like Spacey? Did I get all the information right with the how I understand the factories are working? Give him time to respond. I think I got that information right. I don't think Spacey was talking about you. A lot of information. It was a lot of information at once, yeah. Basically, in my mind, I see it as like the factory you're going to have access as a Genesis standalone room owner. You're going to have access to 3 items that aren't in an NFT shop, and you're able to buy them with NFT credits throughout the month for that month. And one of the item at the beginning of the month you're going to get for free. And it looks like
I have a question.
yeah, what's
I'm
up?
sorry.
Man?
Yeah, so do the Master Genesis have different items that the normal Genesis cannot buy?
Master Genesis. No.
But okay, so they just generate more money, but overall,
they
each
just
can buy the same.
Yeah. And they're going to be in their own separate collection outside of, like, if you go to OpenSea, you're going to find them in a different collection called Master Genesis.
Are you gonna master?
That's a good question. I don't know yet.
What is your doubts though?
Did I just get kicked?
Oh wow, banned from the room. Wow. What are your doubts?
I just got banned. Well, I mean, I said last time, I legit, like, what everybody's saying about the rooms, like, one of the biggest concerns about the rooms right now from the community is like, oh, it's taking the flagship position as the NFT collection, right? I think people aren't saying it in those specific words, but that's what they're saying when they say, like, oh, all the focus is on the NFT rooms. I don't know where to go now. I just got banned from that room. Goodness. I'm hurt. I don't know what to do. Let me go find some of my rooms. My rooms, favorite rooms. I need to give out some NFTs for this stream. I'm gonna go over here. My own room. Where I can't get kicked. Goodness. Oh, dang. If anybody wants to get some NFTs, whoever has, like, the highest score. Goodness, why can't I open this door? This is frustrating me right now. don't know what happened. I didn't click that door. You guys want to play the game? You guys can play the game, and whoever has like the highest score, or the first couple of people who have highest scores, I'll give them a gift box. Knight declining my friend request. Anna blue overalls. Sad, I got kicked like that. I don't know. Maybe I was giving him too hard. I think it was me and Spacey calling him poor. I am really bored. Hey, it's I am really bored. He has good questions when he goes up in spaces. What were we talking about earlier? Yeah, but I think I have it down, and it looks like a lot of the community is really pushing the fact that I think these factories are going to produce like crafting materials. So it looks like they're really their crafting feature. I think they're really going to push their crafting feature. I don't think realize like every time you craft something, a lot of times a lot of the crafting stuff it costs NFT credits, and so we've seen I think pretty successfully how well the yarn has been doing on the secondary market. 53 seconds, that's pretty good. Yarn has been doing really good on the secondary market, and the community's actually been making memes about it, which makes me really kind of hopeful for the future of crafting and NFT credits being burnt via crafting. I think we forget a lot of times that they're building out this whole entire ecosystem with crafting. Reset leaderboard, John Black. Did you or did I? There's one of them. One of them's a daily, and there's a daily leaderboard that should be just for today. I did it earlier, and I can't remember what score I got. I'm not on the new client. They need to make it where I can see it on the old I'm not on the old client. I'm really bored going again. Okay. Is it working and everything? Body. Maybe. I guess it's a good thing I got banned. I almost forgot to come over here. Okay. But John, how do I join chat? It's over on the Discord streaming channel. They have a channel just for streaming. And you're able to share your screen as well. It's kind of cool. So I am what you call. You should join the. I am bored. You should join the VC. We should talk after you get done with this game. Hey, Spacey. There's a lot of community concerned about. Dang, that's a great freaking avatar. What the heck is this, Alpha? When'd you get this, Alpha Genis? This looks like almost custom. What the heck is? Is this really in the collection? How have I never seen this avatar? Is it? Is this really in the collection? Which one is it? What's the number? What's the number? I don't believe you. Turn up the music a little bit. I'm looking this up right now. Yo, I'm really bored. How you doing? Maybe his mic's not working.
Let's.
Oh, there you go. Hey, man.
It's push to talk, so it's kind of confusing.
Okay. Oh. How do you push? Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's at least for me. It's push to talk.
Okay, I'm not sure how I don't have it. Oh, you don't have your Okay. Okay, 1252. 1252. We're looking this up. This is wild. Holy crap, it literally is on the collection. You got it for 0.29. That's really good, actually. For this good of a looking one. Good. And it's a zombie. GG. Like, good game. Good. Well played. Well played. AlphaGenix. Goodness. Well played. Like, dang. I'm impressed. That looks great. Like, it almost looks like Master Genesis kind of thing, right? Goodness. Yeah, but I'm just now thinking about that. Like, I hadn't thought about it earlier. Like, I think, like when I was thinking in my mind, I was like, okay, they got a good amount of different ways for people to, like, it. You can see, like, they're building a infrastructure for a good amount of different ways for people to burn their NFT credits, right? And so I was not in line with the sentiment that the community had, that, oh, there's not enough ways for us to, there's a lot of worries about inflation. And I personally did not have that worry. I'm not too crazy worried. I can see how maybe somebody who's had like a higher entry point, whenever maybe they were spending $1,000 per avatar, maybe they could not be super happy with what the prices are and everything, and maybe where we're heading with some inflation. I did not really share that sentiment too much. I did have a lower entry for a lot of my avatars. And because of that, I do have in mind, I think I think the team is doing a good job introducing different ways for people to spend their NFT credits. Looks like even with the factory feature, right, that seems like it's super overpowered for the new standalone rooms, right? Even with those things, it looks like the main utility right there is like, hey, they're gonna be able to spend NFT credits on something that's actually going to be pretty valuable in the community. So the secondary market's going to do really well with those. If it is crafting material, right? And they're building this whole entire ecosystem behind crafting material, right? I think that just adds a good amount of depth to the project. I think depth is good. I think there being a lot of different ways that NFTs are integrated in how we interact with NFTs and whatnot, and different features that the community has to get behind, I think is a good thing. And I just see that as like, okay, we have one way for people to spend NFT credits with. Okay, we have people minting OG rares. Okay, now we have people minting, people crafting, right? And now we have people trait editing, and now we have people leveling up rooms. Now we have people buying stuff off the shop. Now we have people buying boxes from the shop, crate boxes, right? Now we have this, we have that. In my mind, I'm thinking, like, compared to all the other projects out there, we have something crazy. We're building up to something crazy in the next couple of years. That's just how I see it.
Hello?
Hey, Spacey, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you, bud?
I'm good.
I just wanted to add that we might not all agree on the rooms or different things that they're doing, but the council seems to be very calm about what's going on. You know, we have a lot of people in there that have experience outside of Habbo or experience with Web3, especially. Like Knight has a lot of experience in the Web3 universe. Jess is like council leader, and she has a lot of experience outside of Habbo. So I'm not, if they're not worried, I'm not worried. I'm gonna take it like that. Like I'm trusting that they know way more than we do.
Yeah.
And they seem to be excited about what's going on. So I just look forward to specifically the Fernie minting, but you know, the room shit I'm not really overly, you know, happy about, but it is what it is. And they're not going to change it just because a handful of people don't like the idea. But overall, the project in like a few years is going to be insanely big.
Yeah.
This is the direction. So
Well, you see the depth that they're creating here, like the fact that like I think we're undervaluing, you know, the crafting system. I'm just starting to see, like, it's kind of making me excited seeing how well the community really got behind the yarn to make the clothing. Like,
yeah.
you saw the memes that are coming out, and even the staff were making memes about it, how popular the yarn had been. And then our community is this small right now, right? Imagine in the future where we got a whole bunch of projects inside our ecosystem, and in behind some of these crafting utility, and you know, the staffers really putting a bunch of like stuff behind the crafting feature, right? And then the big part of that is like a lot of the crafting stuff that you do, you're spending NFT credits, right? And we even looked at the room, right? Yeah, the room yields NFT credits. A little disappointing, but one of the main features with the freaking rooms is the factory, and the factory is just basically your own private NFT shop that you get to spend NFT credits in, right? Even bring more value to NFT credits.
Yeah, they're creating it like, you know, avatars will always be the top priority of the project. And
flagship. I think that's a word that we need to start using as a community, because I think that kind of embodies that word right there, that term, flagship, embodies what we as a community have been saying, what you guys have been saying, that you want the Genesis avatars to be the flagship NFT collection, I think is what you guys have been saying, but in like more wordier.
And then I think that if the rooms start to overtake bonuses that people get, that they'll start giving more to the avatars, or they'll back off the rooms.
Definitely.
But for example, this like the yarn and stuff you're talking about, right now there's only like less than 30 of each of the slippers.
Yeah.
Like were made. I mean, we're only like a few days into it, but if we finish Christmas and there's only 100 pairs of the slippers of each, and that's it, they're never coming back again.
Yeah.
That they instantly become a super rare.
Yeah.
So people just need to realize like, the crafting thing is like, it's a good thing, and people are just kind of sleeping on it now. No one's buying boxes, no one's doing nothing. But
I mean, it's exciting to see, like, you know, the engagement that it's bringing, because engagement is a good thing with it for the community, right? Different ways people engage, and you're creating different new utility that allows the community to engage with itself, which is a big factor in building a community right there. A long-term community that's just not here for the money, right? And I'm seeing this right now, and I'm thinking, okay, this is what now, but the future where they can do some crazy stuff with crafting, and it's burning NFT credits. And I feel like even me, I have, like, whenever I was listing in my head a couple days ago, I did not even put crafting down as a way to burn NFT credits. In my head, like, I was just going down the list. I was pretty excited about, you know, just the possibilities of what we already had. But just even through the stream right here, I was just like, you know what? Actually, crafting is burning NFT credits. And the main, one of the main utilities for these new rooms are the factories. And the factories, like, yeah, you get one item for free a month, but then for the rest of the month, you have to spend NFT credits, which I'm guessing it's going to be worth it if they really build out this NFT crafting ecosystem, right? But that's just one of the ecosystems, right? We're going to have an ecosystem based off of people minting rares, OG rares, right, from Web 2 Habbo. There's going to be an ecosystem of NFT credits being burnt for the Genesis collection, right? The great editing and all that. I'm like, I do not share the sentiment with a lot of the community that, you know, they're super worried about inflation right now, at least. But I do, like, I see why you guys are worried, you know, like, okay, you guys care about. You're not putting it. I think we as a community really need to start using the word, the term, you know, Master Genesis Collection, right? Not master, flagship Genesis Collection, as what we are trying to convey. When we're trying to convey what we value, as we want the We want the Genesis avatars to be the flagship for the community. We want it to be the flagship NFT collection for the project. If we start using that, I think it kind of really conveys what we are caring about when we say that, oh, there's all this focus on the NFT rooms right now. I think it's fine that there's a bunch of focus on the NFT. I would expect that there would be a lot of focus on it because, hey, they're trying to build a little bit of hype and such, and trying to, even raise some funds, right? To show their investors like, hey, this is actually a profitable future for Habbo, for those investors. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with it being sold for Ethereum. I was expecting it. I think a lot of the community was even saying beforehand, hey, they're going to do it for Ethereum. I was kind of shocked. I was kind of like set back a little bit when some of the community started complaining about the fact that I was like, okay, we as a community kind of already agreed that they were going to do ETH. That we knew that there was going to be a big focus for these rooms, building up to the rooms. Reset the boba reaches 20 seconds, you lose. Oh, okay.
Great filter.
Great filter. Yes, the filter. Who's on the leaderboard? Does anybody know who's for the daily? Who's on top?
I am, and then Jamie321, and then Underman.
Oh dang! What's my time? I did it before I even started to make sure the game still worked.
You're not on it.
Oh, I'm not on it for the day? I did one earlier today. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm even going to be able to finish the bases here on stream, but because we've had a good amount of conversation, which is what I was hoping for. Okay, I've been neglecting chat just a little bit. What do we got going on? Hey, look. Fernie.app arena lit. What's the room name? I missed that. Room name here. NFT giveaway live stream. Basically. That helps you guys find it. Yeah, I'm excited for the rooms. I think it adds a little bit of depth to the project. I like depth. I think in a sandbox environment type game, depth is a great thing for sandbox environments because it allows the community to have these little niches, pockets of community that just help people find what they want to, their section of the community that helps their section of the game that they get to enjoy. They get to have fun. Is there any rooms that I should add you can think of? Okay, he's talking to Josh.
They didn't really say anything during the Twitter space. It was all a lot of fluff.
There was a lot of fluff, yeah.
Also, they said they were going to make a lot more rooms later.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But are they going to make more rooms in a different collection? They're not going to, like, this.
Yeah, so it's not Genesis. It's like, he said like 10,000 rooms, I think he said, that they were going to also add.
Yeah.
But they weren't Genesis. But anyways, it's crazy how little well thought through most of their choices have been so far.
Yeah. It's not.
So what their plan is with their rooms is that this collection is the first one. They're going to come with a second collection room, third, fourth, and so on, as long as people keep wanting them.
Yeah.
As the collections increase, the next one that comes out will have less benefits than the previous, and so on and so forth. So they understand that not everyone's going to be able to afford a 1 ETH room. It's just not possible. So as they go on, they'll get cheaper and cheaper and, different benefits. But essentially, like the fifth collection will not even be remotely close to the first one. At first, I thought that they didn't know what they were really doing, but they're trying to create an economy within Habbo that it's like self-reliant. The rooms are like little factories that you have to spend tokens to make this and that. So I get it, and it, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it doesn't make any sense," but that's just it. That's just the way an economy works. They want it
Yeah.
to be self-reliant, so that they don't have to keep injecting like 50% coin deals like they do on the regular Habbo.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that there will be no content at launch. I don't think they have a proper content plan. Like, it will just be a bunch of rooms where people will sit and chat. And if people can talk with more people in the regular Habbo than Habbo X, then why would they ever move to Habbo X or even play Habbo X?
Say that again. That last sentence.
Why would they even play Habbo X if all their people that they know are in the regular Habbo?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Habbo's
the
still launching as an alpha though. That's why it's still
Yeah.
way alpha stages. It's not even remotely close to being a finished game. We are so far beyond a finished game. That's why none of this kind of staging stuff makes sense.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But as well, the alpha is like, so are we going to get more room drops during the alpha, or will all the room drops afterwards be like when the game releases? Because if it does when the game releases, then up to that point there will be basically no content within Habbo X, and at that point it's just a showroom, and I don't see that people really want to play it.
Yeah, that would be a good critique right there, because these are sandboxes, so it's user generated, so you really need to somehow incentivize the community to produce that content. I think is what, and then they need their own line of official content that they're bringing about. And I think they mentioned in previous spaces that they do want to have like their own games and such that you can earn NFT credits. But that's not going to be here during the alpha. So there needs to be incentive for the community to do so. But I think they haven't released that information yet with, having more users active in your room. You're going to yield more NFT credits or something. I'm not too sure.
It will probably be like you can pay to play a game. Like maybe some NFTC gates, like instead of one-way gates, you can double click it, pay like 5 credits, and then you are allowed to play. What will be interesting is how they will handle casinos, or if they will actually allow them in Habbo X, because at that point with Wired you can just make automated like slot machines.
I have a pretty I think I have a pretty good critique and idea of like how they go about casinos and such. Let's see, let me put my thoughts together here.
I kind of see it like this, that Discord's a thing now, so you could have Discord groups for casinos where you could just send someone there and then you just play within Habbo and you don't talk about it in Habbo. You just talk about it within the Discord, and then that way you're just playing with dice, and I think nothing means anything. So I mean, it's gonna happen. It's still happening now on Habbo. It'll never stop, but they can't specifically say, yeah, we're gonna allow casinos. They don't have gambling licenses, no nothing. They don't want to get into trouble. But if we take it off of Habbo, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
I think they can, like, maybe not officially support it, but like block rooms from different regions. If they flag your room as a casino and it doesn't show up on, maybe if they ever have a mobile app, it doesn't show up on any mobile. It doesn't show up on the official rooms for if you're like on mobile, or if you're in these different countries, then your room won't show up for people in those countries. That's something that other games kind of have, not for casino stuff. I'm trying to think of what my
like loot boxes.
Like they'll have like content there's games out there that have content that's region blocked, right? Like they won't release like Netflix. Like, well, you can't say Netflix. YouTube has some videos that doesn't show up in different countries. And we could do the same thing. Like they could have a room flagged as NFT, maybe even or as a casino. Maybe even they have a feature where the owner of the room even flags it as such, right? And then it doesn't get shown or doesn't get put in the room catalog, right, or the room list, top rooms for people in those countries or in those different environments that don't want people seeing that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, and as well, people can gamble other places as well since it's NFTs. You
Yeah.
don't need to be in Habbo at all. You can basically just play around with the NFT.
Yeah, like people can gamble. Yeah. What is this guy doing? IT Alien? Gonna moderate, mute you, my guy. Is this even working? I can't click it. Maybe my game's about to crash. Weird. Yeah, I personally want to see them do something like. I think it'd be cool if they did something like that, where they just have it like region blocked. Because these are rooms, right? They are NFT rooms, and so they can't delete the room. They can like region block it. They can block it from showing up in the room list, and it just could be in the background where, hey, you want to do that. Not officially supported by the game, but I don't know. Maybe they would still get in trouble. I'm not sure. I'm no expert.
All I'm saying is Habbo's aware of the popularity of their casinos, and they're not going to just stop at all if they realize that it will bring people to play the game. So they won't. They might just turn a blind eye to the rooms that have the dice and the wired set up, and go, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As long as the rooms are gated, and you need, like, let's say, like the high roller casinos, you need 1,000 tokens to get in, right? And there's like a Discord group for it, and you like everyone's like a member, and you're known, and it's not like alts, just people using alts and stuff. Like there'll be a way to do it without, making it greasy, like how the current casinos are in Habbo, where everyone's using a third-party alt and people are betting Bitcoin and all that randomness.
Yeah.
So as long as people stop worrying about it and stressing out over it in like general chat, like, and making it like a big thing, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that's a good approach that I'd like to see. I think that would be good enough for me. Like they don't go like super hard on it. They kind of have that laxed nature about it. Like, okay, we cannot officially promote it or whatever, but I think even and my idea of just having it like not show up, or a room, flagging room for something where it just doesn't show up in the catalog of rooms, top rooms, I think would be sufficient, in my opinion. I like specific traded where other users need to cloud games.
How do we even trade though? Like, how do we even trade? Because it's not going to be in game, right?
Yeah. So I saw another game, an NFT game, and for them to make in-game trading actually work, they had to use something called custodial wallets, where they basically control your wallet associated. So it'd be like Habbo having direct control of your layer 2 wallet, and then basically your NFTs get held in there, and then you're able to send those NFTs from your custodial wallet to a layer 1 wallet or whatnot if you want to move stuff back and forth. And so then with that game was able to create in-game trading of NFTs, which is the first.
Isn't that giving isn't that giving the game a lot of power?
Yeah. So that's the thing. But that was the compromise, and that's why I only bring it up. I'm not saying that's the preferred, but I'm saying in the NFT space, that's the only way I've seen anybody make it happen.
Yeah,
because if you don't,
people. Oh, go ahead, man.
Because if you don't, you would have to have like this transaction thing pop up everything, and MetaMask isn't actually. I don't think they're super open source where they have it where you can just implement it into a new platform like that. Sign contracts and such, and so they would have to build their own contract signing platform. I think is what they said that they were going to if they did something like that, they would have to outsource it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how that's going to go, because a lot of people, they advocate the NFTs and they say like, okay, there's no business or a game actually owning your stuff, but it also comes with some compromises. Like, I mean, compromises. I mean, some what is it called? Not compromises. Lacks. Like, if it lacks options, how do you say it?
Say that again.
Like, that also comes with some trouble, I guess, because you cannot just easily trade them if you would like to have full ownership.
Yeah.
That's also the struggle I ran into with NFTs. I tried trading like 4 NFT avatars for one, and it wasn't possible. There's no sides, that middleman, and yeah, you have to sell each every one of them in order to get the coins, and then you buy it. It's such a long process.
But yeah, that's what I was just. That's why I just mentioned it, like, because I just saw it. I was like, oh, that's a cool way to make it where the game can do that. It's like basically the custodial wallet idea. I don't think Habbo's gonna do it that way. Okay, I'm back. Guys, I messed up a couple days ago. I brain farted, I guess is what they say it. I sold 2,000 NFT credits, and after the fact I was like, you know what, I think I needed those NFT credits to participate in the land sale that they're gonna do for via NFT credits. Now I have to go buy back some NFT credits for more than I sold mine for. The rip in the chat. What did they say? Like 6,000 NFT credits? I'll yield probably another 2,000 or so, but what did you guys think about the fact they talked about yesterday in the I saw just a little piece of it when I was in there for 15 minutes where they were talking about the new like LTD drops, where if you own a bunch of avatars, your wallet is weighted.
It's weighted.
Weighted. That means like you have a bigger chance of actually getting the drop. Like for the fountain, you know.
Oh yeah, is it gonna drop again, the fountain? No, right?
No, the fountain's not dropping, but like, you know how like during the fountain drop, you know, you had people moving all their avatars all over to different wallets.
Ah.
Well, they announced it yesterday or mentioned it briefly somewhere in one of the AMAs that if you have a bunch of avatars in your wallet, instead of having to move them to different things, your wallets are automatically going to have a higher chance of getting that drop.
I mean, that would prevent it, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they said, and that's what they're gonna do.
Wait, do they actually have any choice to implement that? Because if they don't implement it, people are gonna abuse wallets again.
Yeah.
So do they actually have the choice? I guess they don't.
Yeah. Well, I
mean, these are the implications with the blockchain so far, man. I hope in the future those will be all solved.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like, oh, they're gonna add something, but they're forced to add something. Otherwise, people are gonna abuse the system. And this way, if it's more profitable to not do it, then people are not gonna do it. But they have no choice.
Wonder if you're gonna buy more avatars. I mean, I can't give you financial advice, so I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna get unbiased opinion here. Yeah, we're all avatar owners. We're all gonna be like, yeah, you should buy avatar. Yeah, we're pretty biased here. So we can't really advice there, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, the fact that I think that's a pretty cool idea, giving people higher chances based off of more avatars on their wallet. And I don't. Seems like they kind of stalled. 1% of life. Yeah, that's so crazy that we only have 1% of the supply listed. Like our floor price should be higher than it is right now. Yeah. Let me see this. So yeah, I had 3 chances to get the freaking fountain, right? I have 3 wallets that just already have avatars in them. Only thing I had to do was spread out some NFT credits. So I had 3 chances, right? So I have my wallet that's associated with Habbo SWAT, the SWAT group here. They have their own wallet, basically, that I have an avatar in to help them with Builders Club and HC. And then I have my main wallet, and then I have my Vault, which is my ledger. And so I already had 3 wallets. I just had to spread out my NFT credits, and I still didn't get the fountain, which was crazy. But I know some people like spread like way out, like had 6 or 7 different wallets.
See items I done for 50.
You're breaking up.
The next it was $70.
Yeah. Thank God we're making him lag. I think we're about to end the stream here. I need to give away some NFTs, I guess, to see who's on top of the leaderboard. We got somebody on here playing right now. They're 14 seconds and they just lost. Yo, is there anybody who could screenshot the leaderboard, the daily leaderboard for me? Who's on the OG client? Maybe post in general for me?
Guys, screenshot it and change your points. Send it up.
Appreciate everybody coming out. Pretty slow start till we started like debating in the VC. Let's see, we got a requested message. DM. You need to join. Answer.
That's not the real one. The one Knight posted.
Yeah. But this is the real one. I don't know if I can believe him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's all-time Knight. Yeah, that's the all-time. So yeah, Jason.
Yeah,
Jason.
you need.
So at 7, Jason did steal the all-time high. He's on the all-time, but he got the new all-time today. 7, Jason. Because that's what I was thinking. Like before today, like the all-time high was like a minute 30 or something. I think Demigods is the one. Yeah. Does anybody have rights to this room? Who here has rights?
Yeah, Neon has.
Neon, Don BJ, ignore me please, Mama Kevin. Neon, could you close this gate possibly for me? I can't close it.
Open the daily leaderboard as well.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna let these last few people.
Okay, yeah, on the daily one it's 7 Jason, then it's I'm really bored, and then it's JMMEY321.
Yeah, that's me, but I don't count. Oh, you gotta step on the
Just
circle.
assign your points to me, bro.
Oh, don't you have John Black GG as your username? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just my Habbo that I've used since for a while. I had another account, but yeah, this is just in the agency community. It's been my identity in the agency community for almost 10, 11 years, so I have to stick with it for now. But I have the John Black GG .eth name, so selling Habbo HC box 35 Ethereum.
Guys, who is willing to sell me a diamond hen? Come on.
The one Knight posted is also photoshopped, by the way.
Oh my god, you kids with your Photoshop.
Or no, I think that might be the real one. I don't remember anymore.
Please trust. He's messing with us hardcore.
Nothing is real anymore, guys. Fuck.
I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. I think I could trust Demigod. He sent me a good one. And that looks like real thing. Adx.me. 3 HC box. You got the slippers. I thought about buying the slippers, but I know they're going to go down in price later this month.
Yo, I'm really bored. You don't have an avatar, right?
Oh, definitely not.
You're not interested in investing? I got some great ones.
If Habbo could hold a wallet for me, so I don't have to deal with it, then I might have. But no.
Oof, why not, man? HabboNFT is next up. Habbo X.
Yeah, it might be, but as far as I have seen, I don't think the gameplay
Oh, wait.
was good.
What's that? What's that? Dude, I think the boat is leaving.
Arrivederci?
You're slightly biased. Okay. Okay. So everybody's done with the game, and yeah. Okay. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for talking to me. I am bored. Thanks for coming out. Spacey was in the VC as well. Babaski, am I saying your name right?
Yes, sir.
Babaski, thanks for coming out, talking.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
See how many we got. A good over in Twitch as well. 16 people over in Twitch right now. Which I didn't think. I thought it was just gonna be like 5 of us for a while. It wasn't until we got to start debating hardcore, and then people started showing up and caring, I guess. But Anna was here and everybody. Dan. I appreciate y'all coming out.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, Cancun.
I'm going to send some gift boxes over to the top 3 people. From my best of my knowledge are 7, Jason in number 1 place. So I'll probably send him 2, being in first place. And then I'm really bored. You have a wallet?
I think so.
I can send you something. I'll send you a gift box. And then Zorax, I think is his name. ZHORAX. Is that how you say that? Zorax? I need to find him.